Hi.
Say good evening.
Okay. Um, uh, have you my questions? Okay. So, naputol siya.
Arnel? Arnel? Nawala si Arnel do.
But, singer that is like, that it, having, naputol siya, ano?
Oh, putol-putol siya. Sa man.
Nel, sabi ka, Nel.
Ate Melay,
Yes.
can you introduce yourself?
Hey, good evening, everyone. Melissa Bay Torres Anatan o Mamalin. I am a grade 12 senior high school teacher of Bukidnon School of Home Industries.
Mm. How long
So I'm here to ask.
so how long you've been teaching?
I've been teaching for years or 3 years.
Uh, does all these experience are all in public schools or there are some on private?
All in public schools.
Okay, thank you. So I'll going to proceed to the main questions, ma'am ha.
Okay.
Okay. So the first question is, what are your struggles that you've been encountered during this pandemic in your job as a teacher?
Okay, being a teacher during this pandemic is really hard. So we are facing many struggles right now. First and foremost is of course the connection between students and teachers because we are having this so-called distance learning. So one of the struggles in there is on how we connect effectively to students. Second is that um, providing the so-called modules. So we lack materials or things that we are going to um, provide for the students. And also, one of the struggles in here is of our government in accordance with our so-called modules today.
Okay. So the second question is, Nova, can you ask ma'am the second question?
Good evening, Mom. So here's my question. Does this pandemic affect your um, assessment as a teacher?
Yes, I think this pandemic really affects the effectiveness of the teachers because it affects quality, especially when we cannot say that our students are really doing their best at their homes if they are really studying wholeheartedly. at their homes, and we cannot really connect to them if they really understood what they have been reading with their modules, and we cannot answer them directly to their questions in regarding with their lessons.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So the third question is, Isel, can you give the third question or can you ask the third question to Ma'am Melay?
So, the question is, how do you manage the job as a teacher during this pandemic?
Okay, so we do not have any option, no, because of this pandemic. Um, we have to put on extra effort, sacrifice, and we have to lengthen our patience.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So thank you. So I have some follow-up question here. So how did you manage your job as a teacher amidst of this? What are your strategies? Sorry, what are your strategies in order for you to still become an effective teacher?
Okay, so there are a lot of strategies that we are having right now. So in every subject, let's say, for example, we have 8 subjects for each teachers. For those each subjects, we are making this so-called group chat, and then we add all our students in there so that we could follow up whenever they have questions. But then we have also the students that do not have this internet connection. So we are also providing them our personal contact numbers. So whenever they have questions, they can ask us directly through SMS and phone calls. But then there are also students who cannot afford to have this load. So we have to do is that time to time we are going to call them,
Mm.
each of the students, if we have the time, we have to call them one by one to ask them in regarding with the questions. And we are also making this so-called weekly home plan, wherein this serves as a guideline to our students on how to do and how to answer their modules. So each module that we are making, we make sure to it that we are attaching this so-called weekly home plans. And then after we check their works, we also give out to their parents the so-called individual learning plan, wherein we are going to check in there the things that they um, do or didn't, so that they could supply. This serves as their remedial for the lessons that they do not answer with their modules. And also, we are making sure that we ask their parents, because the parents also are the ones who are always asking us about the questions that are being met during this modular learning at their homes.
Oh. So thank you, ma'am. So in line with that, ma'am, do you think this pandemic changes the learning capability of a student?
Okay, when we say learning capabilities, there are different learning styles and capabilities for each students. So we cannot say, because even on a actual classroom learning, um, there are different learning strategies for each student. So it depends on them, on whether it is effective on them or not.
So thank you, ma'am. So the next question will be given by Nova.
Okay na yun. Okay
Ay,
na to.
bites na to?
Okay na to.
Sige, thank you, ma'am, for letting
Thank you,
us,
ma'am.
for becoming our
Thank
subject
you.
for this interview.
Thank you for your time and effort, ma'am, para
For your time, ma'am.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank you, ma'am.
okay.
God bless.
Okay.